What's going on, people? Turn this heat off, turn this truck off so you guys can hear me clearly. What's up, my people on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook? I think that's all I'm really trolling on. How's everybody doing? Just got back in town from New Orleans. New Orleans was a very, very nice place to be. I mean, it was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, it looked good in New Orleans. We did the little swamp tour. Got to pet an alligator or two. I need to put a picture up. I keep saying I'm gonna put all these pictures up, but I haven't yet put any up, so you guys can actually see what's going on. So I'm at the job site right now. The guys are putting the brick together and doing some interior detailing to finish this thing on off. You know, I've just been thinking, you know, I'm trying to meet as many people as I can. Because I think as an INTP, one of the things that we do that I've read about is we, in a way, not using in a bad way, but we use people as our sounding board. Do you guys relate to me about that? Like, we'll have conversations and ask people questions to kind of figure out ourselves. That could be so irrelatable to what they're talking. You know, I ask people a lot of questions. I'm like an interrogator. I need to know everything about you, right? So, like, you know, I've told people, look, I'm studying analytical psychology. I've been taking a deep dive. Thanks to a friend of mine said, hey, Aaron, if you want to be really successful in this life, take a deep dive into psychology for like 9 months. You know, so I've been studying for over a month now and read some good books, watched a lot of YouTube videos. I mean, people underestimate how much you can learn on YouTube. It's ridiculous how much you can learn on YouTube. So I watched a lot of videos, read a whole bunch of books. And, you know, my best way to really understand myself and others and to actually seeing what their type is, because I want to be able to type somebody. That's my goal, to be able to talk to somebody for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and try to get a good type, you know. I'm hearing that in some circles it's best to learn these things over like a lifetime, you know, like and really to truly understand their type, which is probably true. You've got to have known them for a long time. Like, the only person I was really close to typing like perfectly was my brother, but I got it wrong. I said he was an INFP, but he's really an ENFP. He's more extroverted, but, you know, so, you know, sorry, Rihanna, I probably made you young. Shout out to if you guys watched that one video with me eating my food. I no longer will eat. If you watch that video, I bet it was so annoying. It was so loud. It was so like, I smack a lot when I chew. You know, I got these big lips. You know what I mean? So it's just so good. Like, I just love it. New Orleans food. Oh, we went to Seed. Salutes to Seed. Shout out to Seed, that restaurant Seed. You guys have amazing dishes. Like, my little brother, he got the pancakes. He's freaking smashed them pancakes, and he doesn't really, you know, he doesn't eat vegan food per se, because, you know, I don't even like calling it vegan food, because it's food. Like, there's not, like, do we call that food carnivore food? Like, you know, artery clog food? Like, you know, I'm plant-based, you know. That vegan stuff, like, people get it so confused, and I guess it's the same way how, you know, people in religious sectors feel like, I'm not like a Christian, like, I'm not religious, like they're on the outside. We're always on the outside looking into something, and when we look on the outside looking in, we put different types of labels. But if you're on the inside looking outwards, you put, you know, you could call it, you know, like, you know, we don't label stuff the same, you know. So, you know, I have always thought about that. Like, that is always boggled me, but I've realized it as me being a nun. I'm a nun, I'm not religious, nun. I don't have a true basis of philosophy. I like studying all the religions and seeing what they have in common and matching the patterns. I grew up as a Christian, or you could say Baptist. I kind of got out of that stuff around 2007, 2008 when I saw, the president, the new coming president, Barack Obama, soon to be president. It really turned me off when I saw a lot of the guys putting like the anti-Christ, anti this, he doesn't study Christianity. So I started doing it, my own deep dive in there. And then I found out a couple of things that it just shocked me, and I just wasn't it. It just pissed me, So I was like, I can't do that. Like, these people ain't supporting them because they believe in this, that, and the other. That was like my first like step into becoming a higher learner. You can say higher IQ, is when I, was able to figure out on my own, with not much outside influence, how to remove myself from, a belief system that may not be the best for you, So salute to everybody who goes through that transition in their life if they're able to, because it's so freeing being able to know that, it's really, honestly, it's just you in this world, I mean, it makes you feel alone, and it's a little scary at first. Then you start looking at people like, these people are weird. But as you grow older and you mature more, because I was in my 20s when I was doing this. I think I was like, 2008, I was about 21, going on 22, I think. Yeah, 21. So, when I was 21, I don't think like I am when I'm 31. I'm 32 now. As I'm 31, I don't think alike. I don't think the same things. Everything is a little different. It's almost like every, couple of months you can shift your thinking. If you're an INTP, obviously these videos are more geared to the INT mindset and helping you guys understand yourselves, because at the end of the day, if we just start having more conversations, we can really connect with each other. There should be INTP meetups, I feel like, not just for INTPs, just, because I feel like we're all over YouTube. Like, I don't know if it's me just typing it in YouTube, but like, I've seen all these, I'm in love with the INTP, it'd be like ENFJ, why I love the INTP, this person, why I love the INTP. Like, are we just like some hidden like group that like stays in our basement, our mom's basement, our whole lives and never come out, and like, we discover the world and we fix the world in like 10 minutes, and you guys are just like, damn, this guy, he just thought of that and put that together. Listen, if you guys are into watching television shows, I actually cut the cord a while ago, and I cut the stream. I canceled all television. But what I do now is I'm a big iPhone Apple person, so I got the Apple TV. So I use I just did a deep dive into, getting a couple movies. Like, I bought The Matrix. I bought what is it called? Memento. Really good movie. Guy with the tattoos has short-term memory. He's got to find the killer of his wife, but he can't remember. I've been watching a lot of good movies, good films, especially after you figure out psychology and you start watching really good films. Like, you can really put some stuff together. It's great. It's awesome. So you guys got to watch this. I'm sure there's better portrayals. You guys can leave it in the comments like, oh, I've seen it better. But the show Genius on National Geographic, when they do on the Einstein series, is phenomenal. It's great. It's all-time great. It really is. It's beautiful. It's really nice. I'm watching it right now. I'm probably on episode 6. I think I just finished episode 6 last night. So, I mean, that was great. Like, I really understand Einstein now. Like, and what he was going through. Like, I love the love story, the romance of our great thinkers of the world, because that was always my dynamic. Like, I've always had, I was always involved with somebody, and eventually, like, I feel like, I don't know, I've always just I'm just like, I kind of like throw them to the side a little bit, like, you know, like I'm trying to do all this stuff, like, for me too, so I can eventually give it to you. And, you know, all we're doing is literally watching, you know, videos or, you know, movies on, you know, something not relatable to what I'm trying to do. Like I'm so particular in what kind of content that I put in my brain. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need to make sure that everything that I put in my brain is right and true. It's not just I like and dislike, you know, because I've got a theory on that. You know, it's not always about what we like and dislike. Those are things that we get from our parents, our likes and dislikes. You like that? You like that? Oh, you like that? You know, I was watching my stepmom when you know, she was we're eating, and she was going to my little brother, like, when it was like the fish and the I don't know what they were eating. I'm a plant-based person, so it's like I don't really care about eating meat at all. I mean, obviously that makes most sense, but it was just like how they were looking at the food. You like it? 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 Like it's like almost saying it so much to make sure that they like it. You know, like, you wouldn't have to do that if you were eating the foods that you were, you know, I don't want to talk about personal stuff, but it was just like, wow, just wow. You know, it's just so curious, the dynamic of how we, you know, I don't want to get into a plant-based conversation, but, you know, like, for real, we really have to force kids to eat meat. Like, we're forcing them. You know, I've got another story of, I'm going to say a close friend of mine. His daughter found out that on Thanksgiving, the turkeys that we see going gobble, 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 is the same turkey that's on the plate. Now, she's like 5 or 6 years old. She found that out. She said, I no longer will eat turkey ever again. So what's that mean? That means that it ain't for us. 5 and 6 year olds, they know what's right and what's wrong. You know? Why are we eating the bird? Like, it's not on our... We have to literally acquire those tastes. You know, this is not a plant-based video or nothing, but this is a video just like sharing, you know, the I really think it's not, for me, it's not about the animals that we're slaughtering as much it is as it's hurting our bodies. You know, if you look at all your family members and you say, oh man, they got blood pressure, this person's got asthma, this person got diabetes, and you really wholeheartedly care about them, and you know the truth that this stuff is caused by animals, you know, and go ahead, disagree if you want. You know, you want to let them know. Because I lived with asthma for freaking 30 years. I lived with that. In 30 years, no one did the research. Like, how many times I almost died from it? How many people do I know who died from it? You know? Being so freaking scared, man. I remember I was at the university. That's what we're gonna call it. People close to me know what I mean. On our way to the big university, I was at community college on my way to go to the university. There was a person there whose girlfriend died of asthma. You know, can't do nothing about it. Can't get out of there. You know, it put me into a fear so deep that you know, when the nurses came around, I went up to them and I was like, somebody just died of asthma, so I need to, you know, I just snapped out on the nurse and they sent me away. You know, they put me in a hole. They put me in the hole. The community, they put me in detention. You know, because I got so scared, like, I don't want to go from that. Nah, man, like, what the hell? You know, you lose too many people you care about to the stuff that's so preventable. You know, the top 15 diseases all preventable, all reversible. Yeah, I mean, high blood pressure, you can fix that in about a week. But we got people stuck in the system that shows them, you know, no, go to the doctor, get these pills, take these pills. Like, get these side effects from these pills, you know? For me, that just don't work out, you know? So, you know, this is another one of these rants. I'm on the job site. They're putting the bricks together. Putting the bricks on. I just thought I'd take a break in the car. I gotta walk in every house and do some drilling with my grinder. Do some grinding, take some stuff off the thing. But yeah, the goal is to learn each other, understand each other, and then in turn we can be more understood. You know, we always try to make ourselves, you know, I'm a this, I'm a that. We're running around telling people what we are. We need to go to the person first and ask them, what are they? You know, like, what are the labels that they feel they are most connected to. You know, growing up, I skateboarded, so I was a skateboarder. Now I don't skateboard. Now I don't use that label as much. I don't at all, really. But that don't mean I still won't get up on there and do a heel flip. I don't even know how the names of the tricks are anymore. I used to play Tony Hawk, the freaking skateboard game, all day long on what is that? What did I play it on? PlayStation. I think I had it on them first. And I got an Xbox. I think I played a little bit on the Xbox, but not very much. Look at that beautiful pomegranate. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, that thing looks so delicious. Jesus.